Hi, my name is Blair Watts, and today I'm going to be talking about the national sport of Afghanistan, Buzkashi, or in English, goat dragging. For the purposes of this video, we will be using pool noodles to represent horses and a blue stuffed frog as a goat carcass. While there is no official record of how the sport originated, it did originate in Afghanistan, and legend has it that the game was invented centuries ago when Afghan tribes would steal their rival tribes' goats while riding horseback. Over the years, tribes began to develop offensive and defensive strategies, which were eventually formalized into what we now know as Buzkashi. There are two types of Buzkashi, Tuttabaria and Korajai, which both take place on an open playing field with no boundaries. In both types, there are two teams that can consist of any amount of people, but normally does not exceed 10 to 12 players. Each team member must be riding a horse or yak, and there is no set amount of points that must be earned to be considered the winner. Other rules include: players cannot attach the goat carcass to their saddle. All 100 plus pounds must be held by hand or wrapped by the leg. Players must remain on their horse or yak at all times to be eligible for play. Players may whip their own horses and those of their opponents, but they cannot hit opponents in any attempt to knock the carcass out of the grip of their hand or leg. After the carcass has been obtained by a player, the two types of Buzkashi begin to differ. When the carcass is obtained in Tuttabaria, the player holding the carcass must carry it away from the starting point in any direction and stay free and clear of other riders. There is no set distance for how far one should be to be considered away from the group. When the player is determined by the referee to be far enough away from the group, then a point is rewarded. On the other hand, in Korajai, each team is required to have a goal that can be a hole, a basket, or simply a circle drawn on the ground. Once a player has possession of the goat, they must run it around a marker and back to their goal. Points are rewarded for getting control of the carcass and for getting it into the goal. For big competitions, the winner of each match normally receives a prize, usually money or fine clothes, that has been put up by a sponsor. Those who sponsor games are often regarded as powerful figures, as becoming a sponsor of Buzkashi signifies wealth and influence. The sport is predominantly played by male Turkic peoples in northern Afghanistan. Both players and horses that participate in either form of Buzkashi must undergo a tremendous amount of difficult training, and most professional players are usually over the age of 40 before they perfect the sport. As for the horses, they must be in training for 5 years before making it to the playing field. It is important that the riders create a bond with their horse before playing, as it can help to reduce the chances of injury. The better the horse can read its rider, the faster it can react and avoid injury to itself and the rider. The pressure of clashing horses is enough to shatter a leg, so wooden or metal rods are often shoved into boots for extra protection. Beyond sport, Buzkashi is a ritual, a test of strength, cunning, and courage. Becoming a top Buzkashi rider is a dream for many young Afghan boys. To many Afghans, Buzkashi is not just a game. It is a way of life, a way in which teamwork and communication are essential to being successful. Thank you for watching, and I hope it floats your goat.